Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be a threat here.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Hullet. That's a pretty loose pass. Son Heung-min. Now he's got space here. Brilliantly cut out. Scholes. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. He's found a way through. Cleared away and claimed it back swiftly. Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Davis. Could be danger here. Still goalless. And it's Iniesta. Xavi Alonso, played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Ambitious ball here. That's good vision. And he's in on goal. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Scholes. Now it's Forlan. Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saliba getting this one clear. Hullet. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nesta makes the interception. Lam is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. Here's Scholes. It's played through for him. So there's the shot! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
What a delicious... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Important lead. It's 1-0. And the action is back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. He'll fancy himself from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Fallen! Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Messi receives it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Xavi Alonso. Cruyff. Hullet. Nicely spread. And here's Messi. Here's a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is constant.
Forlan gets through on his own. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Milan, number 14.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Number 15, Musiala.
And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? Forlan is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. There's...
Can he finish? Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. And Messi! Oh, taken with style. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 19.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Botafogo have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's straight offside.
Substitution for Milan, number 2. Xavi Alonso.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and...
Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Number 22, Scholes. Coming on the field, number 5, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 25, Frank Lampard. There will be
Played through into space. Can he get onto this? Messi gets into a good position. Now, who's going to be first to this? All hands on deck for this one. Pings in across. And out it comes again. He's gone for goal! The last act of a game which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out of play for a throw. Lampard. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Face to face with the keeper. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Scholes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Not the most accurate pass. Costa Curta. Lampard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta cuts out the pass. That's a cute ball. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Danger averted for now. Madrid have it back and can go again. Look at the space. Chance for a shot! There it is! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another...
And the shot! Well, there's the clearance. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Iwobi. Always onto this. Thinks about the shot. And that has been knocked clear. Well read, nice interception. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Forlan. He's having a shot! And it's in! AC Milan are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's been... Mbappe! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Iniesta, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Iniesta. Shot could be on. And here's Iniesta. Oh, super ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out wide. Cross to the back post. And that has been cleared. Nicked it back promptly. Bellingham. So we've reached the hour mark. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Lampard. And this is Forlan. Forlan. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That ball looks a good one. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Milan, number 23, Diego Forlan. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 18, Iniesta. Number 22, Scholes.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
5, Frank Lampard.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Musiala. Now it's Pele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Torres. Now it's Pele. Now it's Musiala. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Costa Curta. Now he's off and running. And smartly reclaimed. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Italy.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Looking for the run. Cuadrado is wide and looking to get onto this.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Iniesta. Nicely shaped ball. And that's a dangerous chance for a shot! Forlan! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Nesta. Milan finding their passes. Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. He's onside. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Iniesta. Picked out brilliantly. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Costa Curta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Forlan. Forlan! Nakamura, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Played into space out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. Forlan. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lampard. Iniesta, who's set up one goal so far. In with the challenge. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. Gilberto Silva. Lampard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, that's been intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
He's in space and looking for options. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Substitution in progress.
Italy can make their change now with a break in play. Costa Curta forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lampard. And it's Iniesta. Here's Scholes. And that was nowhere near his best. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Deftly away. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's a cute ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's had a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Lampard has delivered a really costly miss.
Substitution for Milan, number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Goal, Italy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
13, Kylian Mbappe.
Italy go into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And it's Bellingham. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Crosses it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Nuno Mendes. De Ligt. Tries to play it through.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Milan have reclaimed it. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Pele. De Ligt gets rid without sophistication. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.